Are you like most people where you ignore which accounts that you should be investing in, let alone what the proper order is to fund these accounts? Don't worry, I got you. I'm Afro Senpai and I'm interested in all things related to the average person like you and me, blow up showing their money and becoming the first millionaire in their family. Let's go. The first account you should be throwing money at is your emergency fund. Life is full of unexpected events. You need to have money set aside for when those events pop up so you don't have to put it on a credit card for money you don't have. And what I typically do is whatever emergency does happen, I put it on the credit card to get my points, but I pay the credit card off with the money that I have in my emergency funds, and then I repopulate my emergency funds. And you may be asking yourself, well, how do you know how much money you should have for emergency funds? The rule of thumb is about 3 to 6 months worth of monthly income. Personally, I'm shooting for 12 months just in case something happens. Knock on wood, I get fired. Maybe I don't want to go back to work for a whole year. So with that wide range of saying 3 to 6 months, how do you know which one you should do? It's based upon your skills. Not trying to be rude, not trying to call anybody out, but we're keeping it 100 here. If the only skill you have is knowing how to flip burgers, you need to have 6 months worth of income. If you have a high in-demand skill such as engineering, chances are you're going to find a job quickly, and so you could probably get by with just 3 months worth of income saved up. Let me know in the comments if I'm making sense. Now, even though you don't have 3 to 6 months worth of income saved up, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be investing in these other accounts that I'm about to talk about. So throw a little bit of money towards your emergency funds, and then once you reach your goal of 3 to 6 months, whatever it is, then you can start putting that money into the other investment accounts that we're about to talk about. So the next one is your 401k, 403b, if you have an employer matching it. I say that because if you have an employer matching it, that means you have free money that you have access to. If you don't have an employer match, the Roth IRA allows you to invest your money and then grow that money tax-free because you're already using money that has been taxed. So when you go to take it out in retirement, they cannot tax you. With a 401k or a 403b, you will be taxed because the taxes are deferred. You're using pre-tax dollars to invest that money. So depending upon where you are at in your tax bracket, you could be paying a lot more for that money when you go to withdraw it. Next one is your health savings account. If you have an employer that offers health care, opt for the higher deductible plan. If you're on the higher deductible plan, you will have access to an HSA. The HSA, Health Savings Account, is a triple advantage tax account. What does that mean? Check this out. As I already said, you will have a higher deductible plan, which means you'll pay more out of pocket, but if you have emergency funds on lock, you're going to be okay. Next is going to be the 401k, 403b if there's no employer match. Next is a deferred compensation plan 457, and this is basically for employees where the employer does not offer a 401k or a 403b. Next is a 529 plan and an ABLE plan. 529 plans allows you to invest and use the investments in the future for your child's college tuition or college expenses, or any further education for that matter, like trade schools. ABLE plans allow you to invest for your child's future if they happen to have a disability. Now, because I'm Catholic, this one's important to me. Have a high yield savings account set aside for charitable donations or tithing, because let's be honest, you did not get here all by yourself, so it's important to give back to the universe. Next is just going to be an ordinary brokerage account. If you've not invested before, I strongly recommend signing up with Robinhood. I know I might get hate in the comments for people saying Robinhood steals your money, referring to the GameStop thing, but I always tell them multiple platforms did the same thing Robinhood did, and no one ever claps back. No one ever has any other evidence of why they should not be in Robinhood besides the GameStop stuff. But as I said, Robinhood is great for new investors who have never done anything. Check out my link If you sign up using this link, I will get a free stock and you will get a free stock. Once you get comfortable with buying a stock and knowing how straightforward it is, then move on to a more comprehensive account like Charles Schwab. While they're not as user-friendly, they have the reputation that most people are looking for when they're thinking of a platform to put their money in. Next is going to be a high-yield savings account, specifically for future investments into the 4 pillars of wealth. That's another video for you in the future. Next is going to be a custodial brokerage account for your children. Next is going to be another high yield savings account for vacations and traveling. While it's important to invest your money and put it away for the future, you also do have to treat yourself sometimes. Next is going to be another high yield savings account for alternative investments like precious metals or passive real estate investing or luxury watches. And if you still have money after this, do whatever you want. And you may be saying to yourself, that's a lot of high yield savings accounts that I have to open up. I do this through Ally Bank. After you create your first account in Ally, you can create multiple accounts after that. I think I have close to 10 different savings accounts in Ally, and I nicknamed them different things because that money is reserved for different pots and different things that I do in my life. And I think they were looking at my account because a couple years ago, they came out with Ally Buckets, and it's basically doing the same thing that I do with just different accounts. I'm watching you, Ally. And that's going to do it for this episode. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will read them and reply to you. Also, let me know what accounts that we talked about today that you never even heard of, so I know that I've helped somebody further their education with wealth building. Share this with somebody who's in a similar boat as you. Also, let me know in the comments what you think the proper order should be. Don't forget to pay that like tax, and the financial literacy book is being completed. I'm working on the cover right now. If you want to get a 50% discount on that pre-sale, check the D Corp Gmail in the description and email me with the subject line book so you can secure that 50% off discount. This book is going to be life-changing. And until the next one, remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.